Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Karen, aka Caked by Baby K, and today we're going to be doing another installment of the dupe scoop, and we're going to be comparing the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, which is a cult favorite, and the Kokie Cosmetics powder contour palette. So I'm gonna open these guys up and then we're gonna talk about the logistics of everything, and then we're gonna go into application and wear test of them both. Okay, so let's talk packaging. As you can see, the Shade and Light palette is a lot more sturdy than the Kokie Cosmetics version. I know there are two versions of the Shade and Light palette. There's one where it's just like a cardboard flip, and there's this one where it's the refillable one, and it's a little bit more expensive, I think, but it's nicer packaging. This one comes with a mirror, as you can see, 3 different banana powder-ish shades, and then 3 different contour bronzer shades. So yeah, as you can tell, mine is really, really loved. I usually tend to use these middle 2 shades right here. I use this one for my under eye, and then this one for just like contouring and bronzing my face. Sometimes I'll dip into this one if I'm feeling like I want a little bit more of like a cooler contour shade. Just depends on my mood, what I'm wearing, what day it is, etc. So yeah, this one retails for $50. I think the one with like the cardboard packaging is a little bit cheaper, but I'm not exactly sure. Don't quote me on that. For the Kokie Cosmetics one, as you can tell, it's a lot cheaper packaging. It's cardboard. The mirror's not as big, but hey, at least you get a mirror. As you can tell, the shades are really, really similar. I haven't dipped into this yet, but the sizes of the pans differ a little bit. Here, let me get the Shade and Light one for you. As you can see, like the banana powder shades are a little bit smaller and the contour shades are bigger pans in the Kat Von D palette, and then this one, you can see it's all the same size for all 6 of the pans. All right, this one, the Kokie Cosmetics contour palette, retails for $15, so it's a pretty big price difference on both these two. So let's go ahead and get started with applying it onto my face. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and apply the Kat Von D first on the right side of my face, and I'm going to be using 2 different brushes. So for the first one, I'm going to be using my BH. It's like a blush brush. It's like angled. I've mentioned this before, the reason I like to use like angled brushes to do like bronzer and contour, it's because when you like cinch in right here, it has like a nice like diagonal, like an angle right here, and it just like fits really nicely in there. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this on my face right now. This side is snatched. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do my forehead, like the right side of my forehead as well. Make sure you get into that hairline. And you always want to like go from the top and then go in so it looks like really nice and diffused. Alright, so there's the forehead, and then now we're gonna go into the Kokie side, so it's gonna be on this side of my face. And then for this one, we're going to be using a new brush that I got in PR. It's from the brand Le Beauty Soie. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, it's the same deal. It's like an angled brush. I haven't used this yet, so I'm going to be seeing how it applies. Dipping into the middle shade right here. There is a little bit of kickback, but there also is kickback with the Kat Von D palette as well, so it doesn't really concern me, like I've mentioned before. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this on the other side. Oh, that's nice. Wow. Let's see if it like is buildable. So now I'm adding a little bit more, using it more to like bronze. I feel like the Kat Von D side is a little bit deeper, and I did use the same middle shade. This one looks really nice though. It's like nice for like a subtle contour. This one's more like ba-bam, you know? I'm gonna try to blend this one out a little bit more. Wow, okay. Debating whether or not to contour my nose because right now it's hot as frick in my room and I'm like sweating on my nose, so I don't know if like that's gonna be a good idea. I usually don't contour my nose anymore, but yeah, let me go ahead and use the middle shade, the middle banana shade underneath my eyes, and I'll do the same one with the Kat Von D palette. Oh, that picked up really nicely, so I'm gonna do this. Wow, that brightened like a lot. Let me get a brush and like dab that away. I'm just going ahead and using the BH, it's like a really big blending brush. I'm just gonna do that to diffuse this all the way. Can you guys see a difference? I mean, I can't really see a difference like in the brightening. Maybe like a tad, like a slight one. I'm gonna use a different side for this side, it's Kokie side, and then this side is gonna be the Kat Von D one. I can definitely see that the Kat Von D banana powder is like slightly more yellow, so. I feel like the Kat Von D side is slightly more brightening. Just really slightly though. Also gonna dip. Why not? We'll dip into this shade in the Kokie palette as well. See how it looks when I build these two. Oh yeah, it's definitely like building really well. I feel like it's getting a tad darker. Oh, whoops. I still feel like the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette is a little bit more pigmented though, but the Kokie one might be nice for like beginners who want to build up the contour on their face before like going in ham with like a super highly pigmented palette like the Kat Von D one. All right, and then I'm going to do a wear test of these. I'm gonna check in, what time is it right now? Okay, so right now it's 11:25 and I'm gonna run some errands right now. I have to go to Target, get Dwight some more litter. He's somewhere in my room. I'm surprised he's being so quiet. I'm gonna get Dwight some litter. I'm gonna go pick up some things at Ulta for an upcoming video, which I'm very excited about, and I'm sure you guys will be very excited about it too. And then I'm gonna head to school and buy some books because I'm taking summer school and I'm starting on Monday and I have to read about 100 pages of Jane Eyre in 2 days. So I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna check in a couple hours and I'll see you guys then. Okay, side note, I just dabbed some of the Kokie powder on my nose to kind of like set it a little bit because I was sweating and I wanted to like touch up a little bit, and it brightened it so much. Can you see the difference? It's insane. Alright, that's all I have to say. So, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I am back after running some errands. I went to Ulta, grabbed some new items for a video that I'm doing, which will probably be up in like a week or two. Oh my gosh, I'm so out of breath because I had to run up like 2 flights of stairs with like Dwight's huge like 25-pound box of litter. Like, if you're a cat owner, you know. Okay, so anyways, straying too far off from the topic. It is currently 1:32, and as you can tell, this is the Kat Von D side, this is the Kokie side. Honestly, I can't really tell that much of a difference other than like this one is still like a little bit darker. Like, it looks like a little bit patchy. I don't know why, but like whenever I apply it, it always just looks like darker in some places, and I don't know if it's because I'm like blending 2 colors, but this one looks pretty good if I do say so myself. And my under eye area looks, let me see, any creasing? No creasing whatsoever on like both the sides, so I would say that's a big plus. It is really hot in my apartment right now because in the morning when the sun like streams in my windows, it gets really hot, and the weather in San Diego has been warming up, so I'm like baking right now, and I was running back and forth, like running errands and stuff, so I was like sweating pretty hardcore. So I think this is like really good so far, and it's holding up really well for this dupe side. So I will be back in, I want to say like 1 or 2 hours to do another check-in, probably around like 3. I think I'm gonna meal prep and then like clean up around my house, vacuum, do chores and all that stuff, and I'll do that with like a full face, so I'll be like sweating even more. And I'll be back in a few hours and I'll see you guys then. Okay, so I'm back and it's now 3:03 p.m. in the afternoon. I know it's not too much of a time difference from the last check-in that I did, but I do have to get ready for work soon because I have work at 4, and so I thought I did one last check-in before I leave. Some final thoughts. I actually did swatch the 2 on my arm. So this one is the Kat Von D palette, and then this one is the Kokie palette. As you can see, they swatch a lot deeper on the Kat Von D side. It's just like a lot more pigmented on the contour shades, but it's weird because these powder shades I feel like are more pigmented on the Kokie side. So I really like the brightening powder that I use. I think it's a really good dupe for the one in the Kat Von D palette. For the contour shades, they're a little bit lighter. They did swatch like not as streaky as the Kat Von D side, if you can kind of tell that. I would really suggest buying the Kokie one if you're like a beginner and you just want to use something that's not as pigmented and doesn't pack as much of a punch, because when you're contouring it can seem really scary if you're a beginner. So I really like the Kokie palette so far. I think I'm gonna continue using it on like days where I just wear everyday makeup. Sorry guys, but yeah, I'm gonna continue using it and see how it wears. I think it wears really beautifully, and is it a dupe? I absolutely think it is a dupe. The only difference that I see is the pigmentation on the contour shades. As you can tell, it's a little bit more pigmented on the higher end side, which is totally understandable because you are paying more money for it. The Kokie Cosmetics one is only $15, and even though it's not as pigmented on the darker shades, you can absolutely build it up. I built mine up really well and it looks really nice and soft and diffused. You can tell like the Kat Von D side, like, yeah, it looks nice, but sometimes it does get like patchy here when I'm like building it up. So I absolutely think that Kokie is worth the money, and if you don't want to splurge on a higher end palette, it's a really great alternative, especially for beginners. So yeah, I think those are my final comments. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, all that good, and I will see you guys in my next video.